A lot of believers use the excuse of time. You know, they're rushing from A to B and back again. I don't have the time, they'll say. I don't have the time. What would you say to them?
I would say you're probably stuck in traffic. And there's probably time that you're in traffic, and instead of hitting your steering wheel and telling people to get out of your way and beeping the horn, open your window and talk to somebody that's beside you. You're going to be stuck there anyway. I mean, everybody's in a hurry to get nowhere, really. And they're passing thousands and thousands of people in between who are the object of God's affection. He loves them. Honestly, it all boils down personally to what I believe. I believe that if you see the reality of God that took his time and waited for you patiently, for all the years that he waited for you, he took his time and he waited for you to say yes so that your yes and his yes could meet. If you see the reality of the cost that was paid for you, how much Calvary actually paid for you, the price that's paid for something determines the value of it. And if you see your created value, you'll start to see the value of other people. And you'll stop seeing people as an inconvenience that they're wasting your time. Like, you got to go shopping. I mean, you're going to be places around people unless you're secluded in the desert, or I don't know how you could live there, but if you're not around anybody, then don't talk to anybody about Jesus. And personally, I believe that when someone when they say yes to Jesus, you've exited a democracy and you've entered a theocracy where he's the king. We're the body of Christ, but he's the head. And the head says that we're supposed to preach to all creation. It doesn't mean that you need to stand up on your table in a restaurant, although that's cool. You don't need to stand up on a restaurant, but you could talk to one person. If you could just talk to one person each day, that's 365 more people than you would have talked about if you wouldn't have just had one person a day. And if you would talk to 2 people a day, that's double that. If you talk to 3 people a day about Jesus, and just bear witness of your life, share your testimony, to be concerned with the things that God's concerned about. I mean, it's God's desire and it's his will that all men come to the knowledge of him and none perish. God doesn't want anybody going to hell. Hell wasn't created for man. It was created for the devil. But unfortunately, there are people there, and there are people that are headed there. But we, as Christians, have to understand that everybody that you see is eternal. So whether they're going to heaven or they're going to hell, there is no in between. There is eternity. And it's not out in front of you, it's right beside you. At any time you can step over. So you are crossing the path with somebody today, if you're in a busy area, of somebody today that's not going to be here tomorrow. And you have the opportunity, just by one fitly spoken word, just by one right word spoken, that you can change the course of their eternal destiny forever. And we need to care more about that than we do about this stuff that's temporal and fading away. Because the gospel's eternal and it's forever. You have the opportunity to change the heart of somebody today. And it could be just by one word. You could prevent a suicide. We have the opportunity of a lifetime. Like Leonard Ravenhill, I think it says that the opportunity of a lifetime must be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity. And it's time. It's time to seize that thing. It's not, we should stop being afraid and worried about things that have no eternal value.
Amen.